So I wanted to join Psyche Inspired because two of my biggest passions are outer space and doing art projects. I draw a lot in my free time, but I've always really wanted to mix my two interests, and a lot of people don't understand that it's absolutely possible to mix the sciences and the arts. A lot of people think that they're two completely separate subjects and that they don't overlap, let alone could be used together at the same time. But I've always really wanted to just show off how great both subjects are at the same time. So I thought that Psyche was the perfect way to do both art projects while also expressing my love for science and outer space. I hope that people will take away from my involvement just knowing how much I really care about NASA missions and SpaceX missions and anyone who's even trying to launch something into the sky. But I want them to know how interested I am in it, and I want them to know how much I want them to care about outer space and SpaceX and NASA and anyone trying to launch something into the sky. I just think it's really important that everyone knows that the world of outer space is beautiful and we can show how things are beautiful through art on our own planet here. My biggest takeaway from Psyche is that everyone is so talented and they have so many visions about how to express new information that they take in. Like we would go to the lectures that the scientists and the artists who would come in and tell us about their work and how they incorporate science and art in their daily lives. And then everyone took away something different from each of those lectures and they found a way to incorporate it into their art. And everyone in this program is so talented and their work is just amazing. And I think it's so awesome how everyone's really able to do art in their own terms and they all have their own styles and they all have their own preferred mediums and they're all able to step out of their boxes. But I find Psyche Inspired extremely inspiring. The skills that I feel like I've developed through my involvement through Psyche Inspired would be the ability to take complex scientific ideas and transfer them into a medium at which the average person could understand. So I've found that the people who run their lectures during things would make their research super applicable so that anyone could understand it. So I'm a physics major, but I'm still learning. So I found that when they were explaining their topics, it was actually very easy for me to pick up on what they were discussing. And so I've found that Psyche Inspired made it a little bit easier to know what career scientists do to try and transfer their knowledge so that everyone can understand it. I think some good words of wisdom would be that anyone who wants to join Psyche Inspired should absolutely apply because it's a great program. And even if they don't get in, they should still follow the Psyche mission because it's interesting. But even on their own time, I think that they should still go out and study outer space and try to attend any public lectures that they can find. I know STSCI has a lot of public lectures on outer space that you can go to see if it can inspire you to make any of your own art.